What is up, guys? Archontvwhat, I'm here bringing you guys another video. In today's video I'm going to break down the apps battle trailer. I know it's a little late, but I'm also going to talk about the materia screenshots that we got as well for the materia system. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the apps boss battle here. The gameplay looks really smooth, I gotta say. The ability to be able to switch between any characters you want at any time is pretty cool and interesting. That's a little interesting. Eris is a ranged character, for lack of a better term. Whereas if you remember in Final Fantasy VII original, she would like pull out her staff, jump towards the enemy, and smack them with the staff. It looks like now she's going to be kind of further back from the fight. I wonder if this is to kind of progress her healing. Oh wow, she actually has to be in range, I think, to use Healing Wind. I think that circle on the ground is as far as what Healing Wind reaches, and if you go into it, it heals you. That's pretty cool. It doesn't just guarantee you a heal anymore, you actually have to position yourself in a proper spot. Jeez, Tifa's all over the place. Kicking the crap out of him. And that blade Cloud has is actually the rune blade, I think, from Nibelheim, one of the chests. So it's kind of interesting that they're, acquiring weapons from, further in the original game. So it looks like the environment's still going to be a big part of every boss fight. You see it with the Guard Scorpion fight too, where the Guard Scorpion jumped up on the wall and ran across and jumped to the other side while shooting missiles. Looks like in the apps boss fight, he's going to jump up on the wall and try to leap on top of you. If you dodge it, then he gets staggered for a little while. I think that's pretty cool how they're using the environment. I'd like to see a Genova fight. I'm kind of curious how those are going to play out in this game. I have to imagine she's still here to some degree. So his horns looks like they control the water pressure. The water on the right was acting up, yep. So I wonder if that water goes anywhere or if it kind of telegraphs where it's going to end up so you don't accidentally run into it. Holy crap, dude, Ifrit looks absolutely amazing. And the nice thing about summons, it looks like in this game, is you don't lose control of your other two party members. Whereas, like, an example of 13, when you summon something, you would have the other two party members disappear from the screen. It was just you and your summon fighting. So that's pretty cool. At least you get to keep your party members on the screen, and especially like in the sense that Cloud isn't a healer, so if you were to take damage during the summoning, then you wouldn't be able to heal yourself efficiently. At least probably not in the earlier stages of the game, because it looks like you're getting Ifrit pretty early if you're if you're getting it during the apps boss fight. So sometime probably down in Market when you're getting the dress and that for the cross-dressing scene, would be my guess. I wonder why he jumped down in the water for. Maybe it empowers him? There's the dive again from the wall. Apps looks absolutely amazing though. His horn's like glowing bright red. Had a really nice touch to him. His horns are thicker than Ifrit's and they're both glowing red. That's kind of interesting. There's Healing Wind. Oh, never mind. Maybe what she put on the ground wasn't Healing Wind. I wonder what that was that she put on the ground. It looked like it was healing people though. There's Somersault. Doesn't look like we're getting slots in any capacity, which I'm a little disappointed in. I like Tifa's Limit Break because it was a chain of, high-powered moves. There's Cross Slash. I'm guessing they probably did away with Braver because it wasn't as interesting to look at, or it's probably become one of his basic animations. There's Hellfire. Once your summon gauge empties, it performs its super move. Hellfire looks amazing. Just the way they rendered all the flames looks really cool. You can see the materia in Cloud's sword. It looks like it's purple and green. So cover in some type of magic. But anyways, guys, that is going to be the apps portion of the video. I'm going to bring up the screenshot and talk about how the materia system is going to look like. So give me 1 second. So I couldn't find on Google a clean shot of the materia menu for Final Fantasy VII Remake. So what I had to do instead is I had to take it from a YouTube video. And the YouTube video I took it from was from Maximilian_Dude. I'm going to put a link to his Twitch channel down below as well as the YouTube video that I used. So please go check out Max. He is a wonderful Twitch streamer. I'm sure you guys have probably already heard of him by now. He's really hype. He's always entertaining. He's one of my favorite YouTube/Twitch streamers out there. So please go check out Max's channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and break down the materia menu. The Buster Sword is, you can see like your weapon, your armor, your accessory, and that, which I think is cool. It's all on one menu now instead of having to alternate between menus. Linked materia will be back, and it is a thing, as you can tell here. He's got green materia linked to the blue elemental materia in the clip, whoever's playing anyway. And then in the armor slot, we've got a purple materia, which I'm guessing is probably cover. And then in the far right slot, we have a summon materia linked in. And I'm wondering if each character is going to have their own summon materia, or if this is just going to be a universal slot for all three party members since you can swap on the fly. I'm hoping that, each character can equip their own summons, and then whichever summon you want to use, you can swap to that character and use it. But if I had to guess, I would say this is probably going to be a universal slot, since you can swap to characters throughout the fight. Hoping for the other, but assuming it's going to be just universal. As for the materia itself, when you highlight it, I like that it shows your AP up in the upper right, and you can see a bar with it now. It also tells you what the materia does, unlike in the original Final Fantasy VII where there were some translation issues with certain materias that didn't make sense. And then it also tells you the materia info, and this is huge, because in FF7 original we didn't get this information. We kind of had to, guess what the variables were. So at level 1, it adds 2% linked elemental damage if it's linked in your weapon slot. If it's linked in your armor, you have linked elemental damage. That's pretty good. I'm thinking that elemental materia is probably going to be better when you link it in your armor slot. That's just my guess. At level 2, you get 4% linked elemental damage, and you just prevent any of the elemental damage that it's linked to. Always good. Might be something to link early in the game to prevent a lot of damage. It sounds like it could potentially be broken, maybe. And at level 3, you get 5% linked elemental damage. And for your armor, if you link it there, you get absorbed linked elemental damage. So it sounds really, really good early on, if you can actually max it out. And I don't know when you're going to get it, but I'm guessing from the from what it looks like in the background, because the menu looks kind of transparent, this is in the subway system for the second mission right when you go to Airbuster. So, wow, you'll actually have a summon before you get to Airbuster, is what it's looking like. That's kind of crazy. I wonder when you're going to get it, actually. I wonder if it just gives it to you at the 7th Heaven bar and explains how to use it. Not that I'm against that, it's weird because originally you didn't get summons at all in Midgar as far as I'm aware. I don't think you got a summon till the Chocobo farm for Chocomog. So I know the game obviously isn't going to extend that far, so they have to kind of cram things in like I talked about earlier with the Rune Blade as well, where you originally got that in Nibelheim. Now you're going to get it somewhere earlier in the game before apps. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things here, especially when you compare it back to the original. So the game looks good. Everything looks clean, looks fun to play. I can't wait for the demo. Like I said, I think we're going to get a demo sometime in December, if I had to guess, just because I think the PlayStation Experience is coming back this year, and that would be a good time to drop the demo, would be the PlayStation Experience if you're bringing that back, because the game comes out in March, and obviously the experience is in December, so that gives you, a demo 3 months earlier so fans can give you feedback and all that. From what I'm hearing, a lot of people who played the demo at TGS are really excited for the game. They're really hyped for it, so I'm going to have to take their word for it for now until we can get our hands on a demo. But that's going to do it, guys. Like I said, please check out Maximilian Dude. He is a wonderful guy. Sorry I had to use, a screenshot from his video. I wish I didn't have to use anybody's video for the screenshot. But, I couldn't find it. I literally couldn't find it anywhere else on Google. It was crazy. So maybe you guys will want to break down the menu as well. So like I said, I'll link down his video and I'll link his Twitch channel down below. Love you, Max. Anyway, without further ado, I'm going to head out of here and I will see everybody on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.